let's talk about Joaquin Phoenix and the Joker. With the Joker just a few months around the corner, I thought we could take a few minutes to talk about the movie many people think could be the next superhero or villain, quote-unquote, classic. Todd Phillips' The Joker starring Joaquin Phoenix is going to leave an impression no matter what. We don't know a lot yet. The first trailer is rumored to be attached to Shazam in April, but a few details have slipped out, so let's roll through and talk about what we actually know so far. First and foremost, Jared Leto is out. Well, at least for this film. This film is set in the 1980s and features a younger origin story for the Joker. This kind of means they can exist together, but that does make it complex. With that said, DC has marketed this as a standalone story, not part of any other storylines. This may confuse some fans, but giving them the creative freedom to tell good stories instead of worrying about larger story arcs might be better for the franchise. When this movie was first announced back in 2017 by Deadline, the report firmly set out that this Joker movie would have no connection to the current DC universe. Now, fans are more than a little split on Jared Leto's take on the Joker in Suicide Squad, and with him doing Morbius and not being part of James Gunn's Suicide Squad reboot, we might very well have seen the last of him as the Joker. The Joker is usually referred to only simply as the Joker. But this movie is an origin story, and we're learning a lot about the guy, including what his real name is. And his name is Arthur Fleck. Now, we're going to be spending quite a bit of time with Arthur before he takes on that iconic smile. So this movie isn't about a supervillain, it's about a man becoming a supervillain. Warner Brothers has described the movie as an exploration of a man disregarded by society is not only a gritty character study, but also a broader cautionary tale. Almost like any tragedy, be careful what you sow, or you might not like what you reap. A cautionary tale is a hard sell, but the talent is there to make it happen. Long-term fans of the Joker know he is a complex character, but he does personify pretty much chaos and evil. Making that sympathetic is difficult no matter what tragedy befalls a person, so the filmmakers really do have a challenge in front of them. They also run the risk of providing too many details. Think midichlorians and the Force. Some things are just simply left better up to imagination, and maybe people don't need to know for the tale to work. These are all things we'll have to wait until the movie comes out to get a full scope of. The Joker will be directed by Todd Phillips, who has never helmed a comic book movie before, but is best known for directing the comedies Old School, Due Date, and most famously, the Hangover trilogy. Phillips is also working on the script in collaboration with Scott Silver. Silver's only other experience in comic book movies is some uncredited rewrites on X-Men Origins Wolverine, but don't hold that against him, he's quite an accomplished screenwriter outside of this genre. It is said the screenplay for the new Joker movie is reportedly inspired by The Killing Joke, which was published way back in 1988 in sort of an attempt to give the Joker an origin story in the comics. It is an absolute fan favorite and considered by many to be a groundbreaking comic. It also depicts the Joker as a down-on-his-luck comedian who eventually turns to a life of crime and becomes an enemy of Batman. That seems to be the basic storyline of this movie. The movie is set in the 1980s like the comic, and it appears the Joker is a comedian like the comic. But remember, inspired by doesn't mean adapted from. Although Thomas Wayne and Bruce Wayne have been cast, a young Bruce Wayne, I seriously doubt we'll be seeing any Batman in this movie except maybe in the closing seconds as a cameo. We'll have to wait and see. After several really high-profile and highly financially successful rated R superhero films, that would be Deadpool and Logan, it may very well be time for DC Films to give the rated R route a try. This new Joker movie really would be the perfect project to try this out. Give it an R rating and see how it works. The production budget for this movie is only $55 million, which is far below the cost of every other DC Universe movie made in recent times. With such a small budget, it really reduces the risk involved, and an R rating might be the best way to give the movie the gritty, realistic style that the official description lays out. Now, Warner Brothers hasn't confirmed anything, so we don't know if the movie will be rated R or not, but they have suggested that it will be possibly aiming for one, so there's that. So we've gotten a lot of footage and a lot of pictures from the set, but we don't have a whole lot of actual information. A trailer should drop soon, and fans may finally get a sneak peek at the finished product. There is little doubt about the talent level involved in this movie. Joaquin Phoenix and Robert De Niro alone should get anybody into a theater. And the footage and promotional material have many fans like myself more than a little excited. It does appear to be something new, and despite what people like to think, when new stuff is really good, the fans eat it up. Tell me what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you press like below, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. See you next time.